Hello everyone, welcome to a new lesson. Today's lesson is Haven't you heard yet? Okay, so it means didn't you hear the news yet? This is when you want to ask someone whether they heard the news or not yet. You can just say, Haven't you heard yet? It says, How often do you speak with friends? How do you stay in touch? How often? That means how many times, for example, do you call your friends, or how many times a week or a day or a month do you call or text or email friends or people in general, people you know, of course. So how often, how frequently, okay? How often do you speak with friends? How do you stay in touch? How do you stay in touch means how do you keep contacting them? How do you keep reaching out to them? Do you use, for example, text messages, emails, phone calls, or maybe face-to-face meetings? Okay, it says here high school reunion, high school reunion. The word reunion, um, it means a party for some people gathering after a very long time. So, for example, maybe you are in high school, and after you finish high school, you don't see your friends in maybe after 10 years or 15 years. So, a reunion is a gathering, okay? So, it's like a party where you gather and meet with your friends after a very long time. Okay, so it's usually maybe 10 years, 15 years or so. So you just meet with your friends. This is called a reunion. It says here, in the summer of 2004, an American, Gary Newey, met with 8 friends from high school. They ate a meal, told jokes, and shared memories, a lot of memories. It was the 75th reunion of Fond du Lac High School, class of 1929. Do you keep in touch with friends from high school? So here we have some words like memories. So memories are basically things that you remember, you you keep them in your mind for a very long time. So some memories can last for a very long time, even when you are very old, you can still remember things that happened a very long time, like, or let's say when you are young, maybe you are 70 years old, but still you can remember things that happened 50 years ago. So these are memories, okay? Memories. Okay, so let's dive into the text. So here we have the text, all right? Have you heard about On Me? No, I haven't talked to her in a while. How are things with her? Well, so-so. She broke her arm. That's terrible. How did it happen? Well, she went skiing during winter vacation. She had a bad fall and broke her arm. That doesn't sound so good, but I'm glad it wasn't worse. How's she doing with her schoolwork? Haven't you heard yet? She's decided to drop out of college and become a musician. You're kidding. What made her decide to do that? Well, you know that CD she made in her home recording studio? She sent it to a record company and they're giving her a contract. That's great news. Good for her. Maybe she'll be on TV soon. Okay, so let's look at some words here. So here we have terrible. Terrible means very bad, terrible, or sometimes you can say horrible. Okay, so it's very, very bad. We also have the word vacation. Vacation, that means a time off school, for example, like the summer time you have. So that's a vacation. You can also use the word holiday. Holiday. Just one is used by the US and one is used by the UK. So you can just use them both. What else do we have here? We have the word dropout. Okay, a dropout means to go out of or to leave. So it says she's decided. That means she has decided. Okay, she has. It's a contraction for has. Decided to drop out. So drop out here is a verb. Drop out. That means to leave or to go out of college, to leave college. A dropout can also be used as a noun to mean someone who dropped out of school or college. For example, we can say she is a dropout. That means she is just someone who left school. She's a dropout. But here's a verb. Drop out means to leave. Okay. Let's go deeper here. Okay. So here it says asking about other people. Asking about other people. How do you ask about other people? How do you know more about them? Like, what's their news? What are they doing? How is life with them? So you can say, have you heard about on me, for example? Have you heard about? And then you give the name of the person. No, I haven't. How is she doing these days? How are things with her? So you can say, how is she doing these days? How is he doing these days? How is he? How is she? You can say any of these questions. How are things with her? How are things? Okay. You can say not too good or not too bad if it was good with her. So you can say not too bad or not too good if it was bad. So, that means like 50-50, like not bad, not good. It's just in between. Or you can simply say not bad. You can say pretty good. That means very good, really good, pretty good, great. You can say amazing, great, wonderful, splendid, etc. Have you heard about on me? No, I haven't. What's happening with her? So, haven't you heard about on me is a question that that implies or that indicates that something happened, something usually maybe bad. So have you heard or haven't you heard? Um, so that means there's something new going on, but maybe you haven't heard about it yet. So have you heard? You can say no, I haven't. What's happening with her? What's happening with him? What's happening with, and then you name the person. Uh, what is she doing these days? She broke her arm, she broke her leg, etc. It's something bad. She's going to become a pop star. So the news can be bad or good. It doesn't have to be bad all the time. Sometimes it can be good news. Okay, so let's go here. We say reacting to good and bad news. Reacting means how do you respond? How do you react? Okay, what's your impression or expression or feelings towards this kind of news? So she broke her arm. She broke her arm. This is a bad one. Okay, this is bad news. So you can say, that's terrible. That's horrible. That's really bad. That's awful. Awful. You can say awful. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad it wasn't worse. Okay, so I'm glad it wasn't worse. That means I'm happy that the situation was not worse. Okay, so then here we have she's going to become a pop star. So this is a good one. This is good news. So you can say, that's great. This is how you respond. This is how you react. This is how you show your feelings and emotions towards the news when you hear them. So she's going to become a pop star. This is wow. This is really good. So you can say, that's great news. Good for her. Good for her. Okay, so this is commonly used when you say good for him, good for her. That means well done for him, well done for her, good job for him, good for him, good for her. I hope it works out well. I hope it works out well. That means I hope everything goes well with her or with him to continue that project or that work that they have been doing or they have started to do, etc. Asking for more details. When you want to ask for more details about something, how do you ask? It says she broke her arm. How did it happen? So, how did it happen? This is asking for more details. You want to know how it happened. How did she break her arm? How did that happen? So you can say, how did it happen? If you want to know more details about the situation, the details that led to that thing. She decided to drop out of college. She decided to drop out of college. Why did she decide to do that? You can use why to ask for more details. So how? Why? So the WH questions are very useful if you want to ask more details. How did it happen? For example, where did it happen? When did it happen? Like if you want to ask about the place, the time, the way, the thing that happened, how it happened. So you can ask. Okay, I think this is the end of today's lesson. All right, so I hope you find it useful. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.